Did somebody join? What the hell? Somebody did join. Who joined here? What the fuck? Who's in the game? You just letting me off. I don't know who's in here. Ain't nobody else even in here. What the hell? It's literally just me. Bro, why so many people saying that fucking, like, in my broadcast, dude? Yeah. Being racist and shit. It's like the second time that ever happened to me. I have to delete my shit and then restart it without them in the party. What the fuck? Trying not to be mad about that shit, but damn though, like that's the second time that happened. Honestly, I might just not catch it. Anytime I broadcast, I'm just gonna be on my phone. Unless I know I'm just gonna broadcast to it. I'm gonna broadcasting it unless I know for sure that I can. Oh, Burning, if you are, like, okay, you're still watching the broadcast. You been watching, like, AEW? I mean, I'm sure you've probably been watching that. Probably. Yeah, I guess. So, when is this whole through the weekend stuff gonna start happening? Again, anyway. Sounds cool, I guess. Cause you've done this through the weekend thing before. It'd be cool if your whole entire voice changed and nobody recognized you. That'd be so funny. Crazy how long you was out. I mean, shoot, Soul's still not playing with us. If anything, though, Soul, last time I talked to Soul, he was on the phone. I keep making a party with this one dude. I don't know if it's like bugging him or not. Hopefully it's not. I honestly just really want to play with him, and I'm also just making parties. Like I see he's online. I don't know why he's not like playing. It probably said like 20 times that he's made a part, but I don't know. Can't really blame him because literally just around here to make a part. Yeah. Nice thing about it. It wasn't anything else. Anybody would have known it was you. And you know that everybody's still gonna believe that you're lying when you come back. Well, one, lying on yourself, and two, I don't know how people can barely hear me now, because I'm talking loud and clear. When is anybody gonna join? And no, Burning, little kids are not the only people that play this game. Put that out there before anybody takes it. Just putting that out there. Well, if I ever get a chance, I'm gonna broadcast with like split screen or something. I don't know why I can't find any like reasons. Where would I say that? By the way, Brandon, it's kind of strange because it says you were online over a month ago when you clearly weren't. It says that for both you and Soul. I don't know. Games just the PlayStation 4 has just gotten buggier and buggier ever since the last update. When people get online and stressed out they don't the group has basically expanded at this point. Bad Boy and all basically hanging out on people now. Bad Boy don't even really do anything like that. Get rid of everything. Oh yeah, everything's gonna be loud. How you expecting not to be loud? Monster truck, baby. Monster truck before a wrestling fan. Really though, like, and then I've been trying to find some old school monster trucks. I don't know, but instead. Oh yeah, I actually yeah, Cena Man's currently the only one I actually play with every now and then now. Well, Keegan, yeah, too. Out of the people that we both know anyway. You're saying how? Well, I don't know. I just left the group first, basically. It's kind of disbanded ever since the last time we played WWE 2K19, which was 2 months ago, when JP Rage quit it after getting pinned off of a regular move. Never noticed that. I'm pretty sure that's not the case here. I'm pretty sure that's not the case now. Because if it ever was before, then I mean, never noticed it. Oh, by the way, you see why I like Monster Truck, right? Oh, I'm pretty sure something's just wrong with the parties now. Because for some reason, every time I talk to somebody now, the microphone is just low. You know, I'm talking like really, really clear. I'm sure that's not even me. I'm sure that's not even the game. The game is loud, don't get me wrong, but even when I'm in like a party, But yeah, babe, man, Monster Jam. Monster Jam Steel Titans 2 forever. This has become one of my new main games. And I have not gotten off of it at all. Even when, like, I haven't played Star Wars Battlefront 2 in like 2 weeks. And Warframe, I've been getting on like every now and then, though. Oh yeah, yeah. See, I don't understand people that think of Monster Jam, but then think just like Crush Cause, Crashes. He says he said I'm addicted. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Cause I damn sure am. I damn sure am addicted to this fucking game. And you want to know who else is addicted to a game too? Mally and fucking Jakey on Friday the 13th. What? Mally and fucking Jakey on Friday the 13th. Oh yeah, they're gonna be like, Leroy! Jenkins! Yeah, that's all they play is Friday. And today is Friday. It ain't the 13th though. Hey friend. Wasn't expecting me to say that, what's up with you? Oh, how old are you? Oh, how old is he? Oh, happy birthday. Oh, congratulations. I'm about to do some verses. You want to play? Haven't been called Leroy in months. Kind of forgot about that. Oh, yeah. Oh, you were one of the people watching my broadcast? Oh, no wonder it said I had like 3 people watching me. Yeah, this is the second time that I had to stop my broadcast because I'm getting tired of people being racist in my broadcast. And really the second time I had to stop. Y'all need that big gun. Grave Digger the Legend, Alien Invasion, El Toro Loco. I want to ask you, how many glitches have you experienced on this game so far? I just want to know, how am I doing the stadium race earlier, right? Dude's not even moving, but I'm still in second place. Off that? Oh man, I can't rip the whole thing off though. Damn, I wanna come off. Okay, Kobe. You? Two Wheels, Wichita, Florida. Kansas, Florida. YouTube County. And Escalade. Yeah, that's right. And Escalade's in this game. What the hell Nia Jax doing on SmackDown? Oh yeah, they're on both brands basically. I'm chillin', I'm spinning, fuck even happened? Yeah. I gotta beat you now. Mohawks. I'm gonna get my Avenger speed up. I need more engine. More power. game, brother competition. He's the best and back in business. Middle fingers up if you wanna get twisted. Yeah. If there was a way, I would love to know. If there wasn't such a tight respawn system, that would have been cool. We used to play Twisted Metal. Oh, damn. Nobody talking about no more Super Championship. Holy shit. Glendale. I'm #1 qualifier. I could always say Team Suzuki in this game. We got rid of so many trucks. Team Suzuki, Pastrana 199. What other truck they used to got? I would say an Escalade, but an Escalade never got in the game, and I'm kind of mad about that. Any trucks you think could have been in the game? Other different other times go. We got to the ball for 30 years. 37 now. Let me pull that stop, you know, damn. Okay, man. see it that way. I mean, doing that reverse bank, I mean, I got power for that. Just 2 seconds ago. Anaheim, Denver, Colorado. Maximum destruction. Sparkle smash. The Avenger. And I think I just used Avenger for this too, and I just got ahead of myself, literally. I just cheated the system. Yep. Yep, exactly. As if you're the real Avenger, why didn't you get the W though? Huh. I find that kind of suspicious. It's like how I'm playing as the real MacD. It's okay. I'm gonna get back up, no problem. Don't run. Yes, I am. I do this all the time. That a collectible over there? What the fuck? No, why that look like a collectible? One of my friends told me, I think he was talking about this one, that this actually is based off of a real, like, actual like I forgot which one it was though. Just like oh, give me that. Come on. Yes, sir. Hell no. Woo! Perfect. Second space guy. I like London. It's actually not bad. I'm gonna play Blue Thunder. Maybe they've been going back and forth between Max D and Blue Thunder all day. Blue Thunder's almost maxed out for me too. I'm gonna broadcast this a little bit more than I'm gonna start broadcasting. I could have played Symphony of Destruction, OG Maximum. No. Just like the Bible, lyrics through the streets. Just like the marionette, swing to the symphony of destruction. find that number? You should respond. No, you stuck, sucker. You stuck, sucker. You can't get down from there. What you doing? Yeah. Got him. Had to get you out that glitch. Nah. Wait a minute. Wait. I get Blue Thunder again though. Maximum for these last 3 levels here. I'm going for these last 3 levels here. What was that? Yeah. Yeah.
Feel the energy.
They're knowing I'm murdered. Yeah. Honestly, that is just straight up murder if you ever land in that crowd. You land in that crowd, somebody's gonna fucking die. Let's get it. I like that the inside is literally a freezer. Thunder. What was always able to win the championship? Family has one. I am a king. Higher education monster jam. Wait, did higher education ever sign for monster? Dude, they have a higher education in the game, bro. They gotta do it. Like, you put them in the meta game, like, 2 times 30. I just feel like you compare the real finals now. Oh shit. Orlando. Orlando. Trời, chuyện đấy vậy cái hay cái này. Oh yeah, I've got Monkey Garage for the next guy too. Yes, Monkey. I've never seen this. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Well, you ready to raid this whole arena of absolutely nothing now? Another top box is flying in the air. Yeah. Why is the crown flying in the air? You see that? Bruh. Got magical crowns now. They take control of the show. Yeah, that's the shit I'm talking about. What kind of shit is that? Oh, you sounded so funny too. You sounded like that one there. Oh my god. Yes. Bruh. He must sound somewhat similar to you then. my first time seeing that music video. I could have passed you too if I had a little bit more time, but. Oh, a friend started a party with me. I'll invite you, Ninja. Oh, Jim say, gather around the river, cause I'm gonna set you all free. Do what I say and you'll have all the power. Make the suckers dance and judge them by the hour. Stopping the clock so when you do that thing. So when you gonna shake for the Mississippi King? I invited a friend.
I swear, wasn't that is it weird? Is that wasn't that song on another Monster Jam game?
Urban Assault.
Yeah.
I play it every time I play Ultra Loco because he was the first one I showed on it. Plus, he's the only truck that's actually still running. Well, from that music video, as far as I know.
Yeah. Like, I miss a lot of old trucks that used to run way back in the day. One truck that I loved, but it was like a one done and it was a one and done stunt truck for Dennis Anderson.
Mr. Destruction.
Yeah, Mr. Destruction, the small steel stunt truck.
Yeah.
Like, it was such a simple but badass design that I was like, I was kind of sad that he never kind of like had someone else just drive that truck around, and you know, it's like I thought it was always a cool kind of concept.
Oh yeah, that truck was fucking awesome, dude.
Oh, and what was like this truck design that I wish was done better and had better equipment behind it was the Dungeon of Doom truck with the big teeth and the like rib cage as the back of it. Like it was.
Oh yeah, that's actually in I think that was actually in Monster Truck Destruction.
Like there's like there's some old school monster truck designs that I wish still stuck around.
Oh yeah, that'd be weird. You know, it'd be cool though to actually bring back, like, I do want them to bring back like all the wheelies, you know, because Mr. Destruction was a wheelies truck, so was Blacksmith and Captain's Cast.
Yeah, like honestly, like I don't really like the new version of Maximum Destruction that much. I didn't mean the spikes are cool, but like they fall off after like a couple of minutes, and it's like I would rather just have the old school paint scheme.
Futuristic SUV.
Like that was originally a professional wrestler's monster truck. Goldberg.
Yeah, Goldberg.
Because like, and the thing is, I remember watching a video where Dennis was mad about Goldberg like having a truck. Like he said, he's like, you know, I can't believe he brought his fancy smancy professional wrestling Hollywood crap into monster trucks. I'm like, yeah, but if you really think about it, monster trucks are the professional wrestling of motorsports. They're big, ridiculous as all hell, and they're just like they're just fun as hell to watch.
Woo!
Like that a lot of people don't know like how monster trucks started, how they, you know, were made way back in the day, where like it wasn't always just, you know, oh, air and gas shocks. They have like leaf spring shocks that like bounced a whole crap ton.
I don't know if I ever brought this up to you, but you ever noticed like there was a red bounty hunter before, and Jimmy Cream wasn't even a driver of it?
Wait, who? What?
There was a red bounty hunter like way back in the day, and Jimmy Cream wasn't even a driver of it.
You mean Iron Outlaw?
No, no, like there literally was a red bounty hunter like around Bigfoot times.
Oh, no, I had no idea. Even though I know Lupe Sosa was around like since like the early 1990s, driving different other trucks and shit. And on top of that, Tom Meents drove Monster Patrol first.
Yeah. Apparently he was a mud bogger.
Yeah, he was like one of those guys that had those mud draggers. Like, you know, drag racers for the mud. And just like he did that first. And then he built like a monster truck on his like family's property and started there. There might have. I might have. But, like when I was younger, like when I was like, you know, a little, when I was more of a kid, I was more of a, you know, obviously a Tom Meents fan. But then when I got older, I really started liking Dennis Anderson and the Anderson family. And like, first off, yeah, he retired back in 2017. I think it was that after like a big crash finally kind of just made him stop, or I think he consciously said when he went into the Monster Truck Hall of Fame, like in 2012, 2013, he said he might try to run until 2017 and then just stop. But then he kind of ran his mega truck King Sling for some period of time, and then he was kind of just stopped driving. Because I've seen, like, you know, that he hosts events on his property and everything like that. One of the craziest trucks. One guy that went to the events, his name is Jimmy Durr. He has his own fucking truck that he's built from, like, scrap. It's like a Frankenstein project. And, like, it's called the Reckless Militia truck. And it's just a pile of junk that he drives around, but he's like jumped it, wrecked it, crashed it at events at Anderson's property. And right now, I think he converted it into like a diesel monster truck, something like that. Like, it's not like I mean, it's not exactly a fast truck, but he's just like, you know, my truck might not win a race, but it will when it runs yours over.
It does have a cool name, though.
Like, yeah, and now, like, he also has the chassis of Gravedigger number 3.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Gravedigger number 3's chassis was given to him by somebody. Like, it was just sitting around in someone's junkyard, just rotting away, and, he was at an event, and some guy walks up to him and goes, "Hey, I got Gravedigger 3's chassis." And he's like, you know, okay, I'm listening. He eventually went and picked it up, and he turned it into a mega truck called Slag Hag. Like, it's like got the mega truck tires with, like, you know, spiderweb rims on it and everything. And it's got like an old deuce and a half like cab on it. Yeah, like, Tom Meents, like, I mean, it's, like, I'm okay with some trucks, like, updating their look, but it's just, like, personally, I just would have kept it the way it was. It's just, with that 3D head sticking out the side and all those spikes, it looks like it's just too much. I mean, like, I would have kept the most ridiculous truck design at, like, any of the Monster trucks. Because they're supposed to be ridiculous, but it's just like... Or zombie or whatever the hell. It's just... I can't really get on board with some of the designs just because, you know, a lot of them are just kind of overdoing it. especially like when older trucks try to update it and it don't work. Like when Air Force Afterburner tried to update their design by putting 2 big-ass fake engine turbines on the side of the truck.
Right there.
They tried to put like fiberglass, like, you know, like they tried to make it look like a plane, but it didn't work. One thing I'm surprised hasn't happened much in monster trucks is like video game based monster trucks. Like
video game based monster trucks, you mean like they monster trucks in the games but not actually like, you know,
no, I'm talking about like, you know, monster trucks in the real world that are based off of like video game characters or like video games in general. Like, it would just be a square body truck, literally. But, I was thinking, like, what if they made the Doomsday truck into the Doomslayer truck for Doom?
That would have made more sense.
That would have been pretty cool.
Doomsday.
Like, I'm surprised they never made a Doomsday truck for DC Comics, like, out of it. Just because it's just like they have the same name. I don't know, there was some, like, you know, just like, I don't know, like, I wish, like, I mean, they did have a Sweet Tooth monster truck for a very short period of time in the early 2000s that was for Twisted Metal games. Or it was designed based off of it.
Now I'm gonna have to look that up. Hold up. You gotta look at that shit.
And, the one thing I didn't know for the longest time was why, you know, I forgot what I was gonna say because I was. There's I remember a lot of weird trucks that kind of just happened to be one-offs that didn't quite last very long.
I'm just saying that's the Sweet Tooth monster truck. It didn't look too bad, but it could have been a bit more.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, I remember when, like, you know, back in the early 2000s, of course I mentioned Goldberg, but there was a whole crap ton of, like, pro wrestling themed trucks.
Yeah, like WCW Nitro.
They had the Disco.
Yeah, the Disco Inferno.
Disco Inferno, which was Digger number 3, also. Literally, Digger number 3's chassis was the Disco Inferno truck. Like,
and that one. It was basically the WCW Nitro truck.
It was that van truck with fire all over it. And then they had the NWO truck. They had the Stone Steve Austin monster truck that, like, was a official truck, but, like, it just didn't exactly run for Monster Jam, I don't think.
No. Come on. Damn.
Oh yeah, the Hulk Hogan truck. That was basically Samson, but reskinned. Yeah, Sting, the weird Corvette variation.
That's weird, though.
I don't know, it was just one of the weirder looking, like, car bodies, I never have seen a version that's the actual car in real life. Like, I've never seen a Corvette that looks like that.
What's that? That kid.
Oh yeah, that one. A truck I've heard isn't exactly retired, but like, you know, I haven't seen in a long time, was Wild Thing.
Yeah, last time. It came back like 2016.
I remember one time they actually like repainted it because Ozzy Osbourne, you know, wanted it to be like a display truck at a few Ozfest events. He like painted the mouth. But like I remember when they repainted it, it was this early 2000s maybe, when the Ozfest was still like kind of in full swing, and they painted up a Wild Thing truck to have like the gums were purple, the body was black, and it had like Ozzy Osbourne painted on the side of it, and like it looked kind of just like, you know, it didn't look very good, but at the same time it was just like something I didn't know happened. That apparently Brazil once stole a Bigfoot truck.
Oh yeah, that's the Bigfoot truck I heard got stolen.
Yeah, it got stolen by some Brazilian dudes, and it's been in there it's been down there for decades. And I'm pretty sure it's in a scrapyard by now, just because they never took care of the truck. Because a lot of their mechanics didn't know, they were never near a monster truck before, so they didn't know how to oil it up, they didn't know how to change the parts, they didn't know how to do nothing. They just ran that truck until it pretty much broke down and just scrapped it.
Yeah, Eagles hacking him.
They tried to get it, like Bob Chandler tried to get the truck back, but he couldn't. I don't even know what number Bigfoot that was.
I think that was like Bigfoot 5.
No, Bigfoot 5's the one with the humongous tires. I'm not sure which Bigfoot necessarily was, but honestly, like, and Bigfoot, like, over the past year has released some YouTube videos on their channel of them testing, like, Bigfoot's 10 and 11 when, you know, monster trucks really started to pick up in speed and, like, power. And, like, just hearing those... This was when Wildfoot, like, became, like, known for being one of the most feared racing trucks there was, because it was the one that did the famous, you know, wheelie run over those cars. Just like literally did not hit its all four tires back on the ground until like the race was already over.
I'm not gonna watch that.
Wildfoot was like a weird like light blue and white truck that they, I guess, was the test truck to see if the formula for 10 and 11 would work, and sure enough it did. They built 10 and 11 based off of it. And everyone asks why Bigfoot doesn't race for, you know, Monster Jam. And it's because they wanted to literally own the name Bigfoot, and Bob Chandler wouldn't have none of it. My favorite Monster Jam games, I have favorite games, but it's honestly my favorite games that have come out for monster trucks in general, because like some of them weren't exactly Monster Jam branded, but I remember when Monster Jam had a Twisted Metal knockoff named Monster Jam Maximum Destruction, which was literally just Twisted Metal but Monster Jam.
Don't get it wrong though, it was a good game.
It was a good game, but like it was just chaotic as all piss, especially if it was a small arena where like
Yeah.
It wasn't, even though it wasn't quite as good as Monster Jam and Monster Jam Urban Assault. But the best game of the early 2000s was the best game for monster trucks in the early 2000s that I can remember is Monster 4x4 Masters of Metal.
I wish I had that game.
They had a shitty sequel to that game, but like it was on the Wii. It was like Monster 4x4 World Circuit or something. It was for the Wii. But the one before that was awesome. It had great open world races that were like kind of a precursor to the waypoint races that are in these games, and also just arena based, racing and all that kind of stuff. Like that weird little side events that you can do, and like all the themed track. There was such a crap ton of themed, open world tracks, like racing in the swamps, racing, on the coast of California. There was even a moon level you could unlock.
Yeah, there is too. They're still selling that game, by the way. I might actually go buy it.
Like, I mean, if you could find the game and own a PS2 or any of the consoles that may have been on. But honestly, one of the other motorsport games that I loved playing on the PlayStation 2 was a game named Freakstyle. It was a motocross game. It was cool as fuck. Yeah, Freakstyle was a really cool ass game that actually involved a lot of real motocross riders. Oh yeah. I remember seeing like all the seasons to that. But yeah, like there was a lot of games like for the PlayStation 2 that were like kind of obscure to a lot of people that I played that like I'd never hear get talked about. Like there's this one game called WDL Thunder Tanks, and yeah, never heard of. I'm not surprised. It was just a random ass tank game that basically. Like, it was basically professional wrestling for tanks. Like, it was just every tank had its own power. It had its own character, behind the wheel. Kind of like, basically, again, Twisted Metal, but for tanks. I don't know, like, some people don't realize how many games kind of bit off the concept of Twisted Metal. Of having different characters, driving different vehicles, with different capabilities. How many times that formula has been copied and pasted, but of course you never hear about it because car combat games don't get a lot of notoriety. One thing I think would be incredibly interesting if they did in real life is like point A to point B races. Like, in just wild open field settings. That like, like occasionally, you'll have, obstacles that are created by us, but like they just race out in like, you know, the mountains and open world events and stuff like that in the real world. With actual trucks, just like kind of like marathon racing, but for monster trucks. But I don't know how it exactly work. I don't know how that would work, because like a lot of trucks, like depending on how long they would plan on having the race go, so I'm not sure how long one of those things can run for. But it's just like it would probably be really hard on the equipment. Number two, we don't know how long the fuel will last in each of these trucks. That depending on certain, you know, air quality, the fuel itself could fail. Because there's a place called, there's a town called Carlsbad, somewhere in the US, I can't remember who it is exactly, what state it is, but they were having a big racing event there, like in the 90s, and they said they had a low, you know, oxygen percentage because they were higher up, or in a weird place, and basically the fuel just wasn't reacting correctly to whatever they were doing, so they had to kind of, everyone was kind of having to come up with their own methods and their own mixtures of fuel just to like be able to run that night. Like, and also like the company that game I mentioned, Freakstyle, it was created by the same guys who created, you know, SSX and SSX Tricky.
David Daffy.
My thing about before I got into was have you guys heard the reason why that Monster Jam events stopped using vehicle obstacles, like for the most part? Basically, there was an incident where basically a monster for the trucks landed on top of a car and a piece of it flew off and hit in the head. Yep, someone died via a car part, and that just kind of shut the whole entire, you know, heavy use of vehicles into the events as a whole. Even though there's other monster truck circuits that still use a lot of vehicles to this very day, there's a monster truck circuit called Monster Truck Showdown that actually has a whole bunch of well-named trucks, you know, like the Avenger, Brutus, and a couple of other bigger names that were in Monster Jam running for it, including some independent trucks. And they still use a crap ton of vehicle-based obstacles, which I love to see because, you know, that's like part of the appeal of monster trucks is they destroy and smash shit. I mean, you got like a 12,000-pound piece of steel the size of a house that can jump 50 feet in the air, you know? Or, you know. Like, there's been... Didn't they have a whole entire Discovery Channel episode based off of trying to break world records for monster trucks, like, recently? For, like records for, like, you know, wheelies and stoppies and, like, trying to do the first front flip, forward momentum front flip, but didn't quite get it. But Megalodon, driven by, I think it was Adam Anderson, broke the world record for how many trucks jumped.
Oh, that's what dude was talking about.
Yeah, he kind of just had to keep his throttle going the whole way through. Because he said, you know, like, then he had to make sure. Well, then he had to make sure that, you know, like, because the way the dirt was all done is it was kind of sandy, like, had some time. He had to kind of run up to it a couple times because there wasn't traction. Because usually Monster Jam arenas, they have, like, a clay-based type of dirt that, like, they can look into, like, Yeah. Honestly, like, I'm waiting for the day they give us an actual simulation game. Something like, you know, BeamNG level, you know what I mean? Like, even though I'm satisfied with this game, because I think it's good as far as monster truck games go, but I'm waiting for the day we get an actual simulation game of, just everything, from certain parts breaking to being able to upgrade, and also a customization feature to customize and make your own truck. Well, they had a monster beetle in it. Yeah, that's technically. Like there was a game that I own, named Monster Truck Championship, that came out recently, and it's an okay game. Though I think it's just like it's not as exciting as this game is, just because you beat the story mode, you upgrade your truck. They didn't have any big name trucks. They were just all generic versions of trucks. They had a Gravedigger ripoff named Fear on Wheels. A lot of them were just just copy and paste trucks that looked like the ones you like.
Surprisingly enough, they even had an Avenger ripoff. I just saw that not too long ago, somebody else's video.
Yeah.
You already ripped off enough trucks. First you ripped off the Gravedigger. Second time, by the way. Anybody play Monster Truck Destruction? Mobile game?
Oh yeah. There's the Grim truck.
No, actually no, it's Scully's the Gravedigger ripoff.
No. There's an actual Gravedigger ripoff named Grim. The other trucks were just weird little oh look, we look like an RC truck. Isn't that weird? Bodies.
Grim's red. The fuck? Grim's red, Scully's green and black. And he's shaped almost just like him.
But
though the Grim does have the body, yeah.
Yeah. But there's also an independent truck out there called Identity Theft that looks just like Gravedigger, but it's not him. I think that's pretty much the entire idea behind the truck. The one truck on the Indies that I find to be a beautiful truck is called it's the new Bad Habit truck if you've seen it.
New Bad Habit.
It's like a nice classic truck body with orange, purple, and black, and it looks really cool. It's one of the prettier trucks out there. Driven by Joey Sylvester, who, weirdly enough, Joey Sylvester lately has been responsible for a lot of monster truck appearances in movies. I watched Zombieland #2 recently. And seeing putting some of my favorite things like monster trucks and zombies together and having a big ass scene where they actually kill the shit from the zombies from a monster truck, actually did backflip in it. Even though when they flip it, I'm just thinking I'd be the first person walking up to that truck being like, yeah, can you flip it over? Why? Because I'm gonna drive it.
Sounds like Resident Evil to me. The Liberator.
The Liberator, there's actually 3 different monster trucks in GTA 5. The Liberator, the Marshall, and the Sasquatch monster truck that, you know, if you don't know how to get it, you have to get the Rat truck and upgrade it in Arena War. And then it'll be the Sasquatch truck. And it's by far the fastest monster truck out of the 3. That is fun as hell that you can put actually like a sweet tournament that throws cars in the air. No one's business. It's shunt boost ability in that. Mix the shunt boost ability into that, and then send cars into the atmosphere.
Yay!
And there were some cool things that people put monster truck tires on. That, like, you know, like a monster. That I've seen the monster limo a couple of times. Like, I've seen monster limos, monster school buses, which is actually in this game, but there was an actual monster school bus. Like, someone converted a short bus into a monster truck. I don't know. Well, Higher Education is a monster truck, but, like, it's just a little longer with a school bus body put on it. Like, I kind of enjoy the way old school trucks are, in the sense of, like, you just buy a stock truck and then just build it from the ground up. Like, you take the frame and just start building. Though I do enjoy the new stuff, like, the old school stuff is pretty cool too, what they can do with all that. And all the weird stuff that people used to... And all the weird stuff they used to do with monster trucks. Like, have you guys seen those weird tires that Bigfoot was running for a while that weren't, like, traditional monster truck tires? Where they're, like, kind of just flat tires with, like, square treads on them? I don't know, they ran those tires in some events. I think they were like called golf course something tires. It was really weird. Like, they were just like flat tires. Like, Barefoot was the first one to do it though, oddly enough. Like, they were like bigger than regular monster truck tires. They looked kind of like, you know, way too inflated and bouncy in my opinion. But they did have some Bigfoot used ones that actually worked. But, let's see, and also tank trucks are some of the coolest shit you'll ever see.
Oh, man.
Including, like, you know, Bigfoot tracks and whatever the hell. Cause I remember, like, Bigfoot has had a ton of weird vehicles in his fleet. Like, they had a 4x4 van called the Bigfoot Shuttle, a Bigfoot Ranger that was basically a pickup mud truck that just jumped and bounced a shit ton. I think
what the hell? Oh my god, I was on the track!
Gravedigger, I think Gravedigger even had a drag car at some point. I mean, weird, crazy trucks, even like the Super Pete, you know, Peterbilt, you know, like
Yeah,
the
that's
semi-truck
been a
truck.
long time. Boy.
Built by a guy named Mike Welch.
Mm-hmm.
Which also that truck starred in a weird, okay, so there was a movie named Rolling Vengeance, and it was like a vigilante style like movie where a lot of bad things happen to this guy because like there's this redneck family that lives in town that raises hell, you know, and does a bunch of bad stuff to his family. So instead of, you know, obviously doing the usual things of, you know, getting a shotgun and hunting down whoever's responsible, he builds a monster truck from scratch with a drill that actually works that's underneath of it and hunts them down with it.
No.
I was gonna say, what trucks do you guys usually main in this game?
Play with everybody.
I was gonna main Gravedigger, but like when I was trying to get the XP to unlock him, I wound up driving Son of a Digger, and I wound up I'm just maining that truck, I guess.
I play everybody.
What?
I literally have no main. I just play with every truck.
Like, I wish more people would do like hardcore ass stunts with monster trucks, like the Wall of Steel, like the Mr. Destruction truck did. Because I thought it'd be cool if they did classic stunts more often with the new age monster trucks. Because with all the new amounts of power and technology, they can do some really cool stuff. Like, I'd love to see just them do get bigger and badder. Maybe instead of the Wall of Steel being cars, it'd be buses. Just launch a truck as buses. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of one of those things where it was like a freak accident and it just happened. So, like, it was just like, whose fault was it, or was it just unfortunate circumstance?
It probably was unfortunate, kind of like that one truck that flipped into the stands and killed a kid by knocking him on the head.
I remember seeing, there was a monster truck. If you can barely call it a monster truck show that was happening in Mexico. It was just some dude who literally put together a really shitty monster truck, and it must have had no fucking brakes, because it was like a really famous clip that actually had it rolling into the audience unexpectedly.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Them brakes broke.
Even Ray William Johnson, yes, remember him? Ray William Johnson even freaking did a review of that clip. Yeah. There's some really good point of view clips of one truck at an event where the guy was literally right next to where the truck landed. He was sitting in the stands, and the back end of this truck flipped into the first couple rows. Didn't hit nobody, but the guy was right next to the tire as it came down, and it's just holy shit. If there's ever a time where it's acceptable to shit your pants, I think that's one of them.
Been that close to a monster truck time before everybody.
I've been to I've been up to a bunch of Monster Jam events, like, a really long time ago, like, when they would come to St. Louis, and, there was a couple of cool crashes I would see, like, during freestyle events and stuff like that, like, I remember Brutus had a really good one where, one of the obstacles was, two obstacles were involved. You know how sometimes they'd have, like, a ramp, a bus, then like a half-pipe dip in between the two buses, and then like ramp to the other side. That obstacle, and there was just a dirt pile of cars all over. And Brutus was having a pretty good run until he wound up doing a cartwheel and then destroyed the back of his truck on the car pile. Like rear end ripped out, you know, just pieces of his planetary all over the ground. Like, have you guys seen the video of Ryan Anderson taking Son of a Digger to the Hoonigan Shred Yard? Like where he actually put it up against a drag car. And didn't do as bad as we thought. Like, because, like, the first couple... Well, he lost the first couple of races, but, like, he slowly would gain, you know, you'd gain up on him a little bit. But then the last one, he won because the drag car kind of got a little squirrely and he just took off on him. Because, but the guys even said themselves, you know, we honestly didn't think it was going to be that close with any of the races because, you know, they're thinking, oh, you know, it's going to be a comical little comedy relief thing where, you know, oh, look, big monster truck versus small, fast car. Who's going to win? I wonder who.
Yeah,
but, like,
didn't know the speed was real.
But, like, they just don't realize how, like, fast monster trucks can go now. Because I think some of them can hit over 100 miles per hour now.
No problem.
I think the first one to hit 100 was Raminator.
He was the fastest monster truck was.
Yeah, he was like one of the most feared race trucks that one was. Things I don't get to talk about often with a lot of people just because, like, I've been watching monster trucks since I was, like, a baby. So, like, I'm pretty much almost damn near a historian / mega fan of them. Because, there's this guy that runs this, YouTube channel. His name is, Jeff Cook, and he used to drive the War Wagon truck, and he is the guy who made the Monster Truck Hall of Fame and the Monster Truck Museum, where they keep a lot of the old school trucks, like, preserved and revamped. And it's just like, it's really cool to see that kind of stuff happen, where, like, basically, you know, like, old school trucks get a second life being inside of a museum. But they've rebuilt a lot of old school trucks. You know, they rebuilt the Barefoot Racer and a whole bunch of old trucks that are now sitting down at the museum. I think it's in Indiana, I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly where it is.
That's a glitch. Yep.
I was gonna say, what things do you think they improved from the last game with this one?
I mean, more fun. Better free rolling. Better handling, I guess.
And the physics look a little bit more real, like with the way the trucks sway and like, you know, kind of, you know, when the way they look when they turn. And also the engine noises sound a bit better. Especially when you nail the throttle.
Mm-hmm. Though they can be glitchy. And we're still waiting.
I will say one of my favorite things to do in this game is like find like one of the bigger open areas in any of the worlds that are in this game, and literally get like to full speed and then just use my 4-wheel steer to spin out, like just rip into the donut. That I just love drifting the truck.
Pull off a train back. Wait, is this freestyle? Oh, it's freestyle. That's cool.
But apparently did was, I mean, or it's never been filmed except once, was Monster Truck Demolition Derby. There was a, what seemed to be a Super Pete truck, but with those Alaskan Tundra snow train tires that the Bigfoot 5 would have, versus a random, like, square body, like, truck that like had a camber shell on it, and it stood no chance against that Super Pete truck. But it was just like, it was weird to watch because, you know, you never see monster trucks trying to actively smash into each other.
Interesting, anyway. That's cool. That's why it's a maybe. Man. If they ever do, no, I'm not playing Friday the 13th. I don't have it downloaded anymore.
What?
I don't have it downloaded anymore.
Like, I haven't played it in a while. I tried to play it again recently, but like, what sucks about it is I enjoy playing as Jason, but fucking, like, it's frustrating as shit to play as Jason now because it seems like they are always gonna either be really good at the game because they've been playing it ever since it got out. To be fair, I have kind of been, but I've been doing it on and off, and on top of that, people just love to kill Jason now.
Yeah, because even with the buffs, it's still easy. People are
like,
afraid of Jason no matter what they do.
Like, it's just what sucks is, like, you know, like, no one's afraid of Jason anymore, which sucks. Like, it would have been,
too long for that shit.
It just sucks because it's just like, oh yeah, oh look, like, you know, it's like we can fight back. That's the main reason why no one's scared, is because they know how to fight back.
Yeah, that's why in Dead by Daylight they didn't add that feature to fight back, though they still add a feature to police and stuff.
It's still scary to play Dead by Daylight sometimes, you know?
Yeah, because you can't just swing at the killer.
Well, that, you know, especially when they added, you know, Michael Myers to the game. Michael Myers will scare the shit out of you. Because I've played as it before, and I've scared the crap out of people, and I've been scared, I get the shit scared them out of me with my bike.
Mainly because of his burn radius. Burn radius.
He has none. He has none. When he's in stage 1, he doesn't have one.
I would think of the remaster some games.
Yeah.
These Metal Gun games too.
Yeah.
Like Urban and Urban something. What if they actually do like a master some of these games? Like add Zero and Remake to it along with something like that already.
Yeah. But, I don't know. I honestly just wish they'd remastered Twisted Metal Black, like, that's been being rumored forever.
Twisted Metal Black.
But it's just like, it feels like it's never gonna happen because of Sony losing faith, you know, the IP itself. That Sony has been rather infamous as of late for not, you know, really treating their IPs with respect.
I think I might cut my back. What are you playing? Oh, you're on Steel Titans too. I'm gonna hop off of this for a little bit. Be back on in a bit.